Hello everybody, you're here with Claudio Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today is an interesting episode because we're going to be talking about the new Armani blushes. They just came out, and so of course I had to order on the Sephora sale, and I have 3 of them here and I'm waiting on a 4th one. But I thought, let's just do it today, right? So 3 of them will be watching today. So if you're interested on that and my thoughts on it, which will be new because I haven't tried them, please keep on watching. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And please ring the bell on the right hand corner so you know when I upload new videos. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, what do I have on my face? If you saw my previous video, but we were trying this new L'Oreal Age Perfect 4-in-1 Tinted Balm. Firming, it's good for your skin, this and that. So if you want to see my review on that, you can see that other video. But I'm also wearing the Givenchy concealer, which I have totally love. Makes such a big difference. So at the end of that video, I said that probably could be a little glowy, this skin foundation. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of Dior powder. If you've been with me, you know that I really recommend these Dior powders. And I thought of doing it here with you so you see how I complete the makeup, right? So if you see the other video, you see what I have applied, and then you come here and then we go this step by step. So you don't think I do something behind without you in case you want to see the whole thing. So in this case, just you saw how that was glowy a little bit. It's not just the lights, it is like that. Anyhow, all right. So you saw it took a little bit of the glow. This is how I actually will use the foundation, the skin tint, because it does need a little powder, and that Dior powder, I can use the Dior powder without any foundation and I like it. But with this, it adds a little moisture and then it just set it and it's just gorgeous. All right. So if you want to see that video, that's another story, right? Let's get on with the beautiful Armani blushes. So my understanding from watching other videos is that there's 7 shades. And from those shades, 6 came to the United States. There's one, I think it's number 10, that hasn't arrived yet. It's supposed to arrive soon. It's supposed to be the lightest beigey one. So there's 6 colors. From those 6, I ordered 4. The most neutral, and apparently the names are not necessarily on the back, just the number. So we're gonna go by the numbers. So I got 40, 50, and 51. And the very kind of pink is coming. I don't have it here. I don't know what color that would be, but I think it's called named Euphoria. In any case, the most, I guess, favorite or the most popular of all of them has been so far this number 50. And the reason is it's sort of light, but it has had the most luminous or, kind of not sparkle, but shine. So let's try it together. I think it looks very beautiful, peachy neutral. And yeah, so here it is. You see, that will work with everybody. And I have some comparisons for you after we do this. Oh, the texture, I felt it for the very first time. Ooh, it's lovely. It feels silky. Very, very soft powder. Oh my God, it felt great. All right, so that one has been a favorite for a reason. And so we have that. Then that's the only one that is different than the rest. Let me show you what I mean. So you see how that one has a little more, oh, there's the color. A little more, what do you call that? It's not a highlighter, obviously, but it has a little bit more of luminosity. And then this ones, the rest of them are matte. Very, very color. I don't know how the color payout will be. according to, let me show you the other color here. According to the videos I've seen, apparently you do have to be very careful. You see, this is the one with the highlight shimmer, and this is the matte. This will be the most comparable colors or close, but you can see this one has a little more peach and a little lighter, and this probably has a lot of payout. Now, again, I do have some comparisons for you, but I am super, super curious. All right. I have several brushes here to use. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but let's try first the Wayne Goss Universal or the, not this one, Natasha Denona 17. Why this? I don't know. I just pulled it out. I thought this was so soft and synthetic, and I thought, let's try it because I heard so much about the color payout. So now it made me a little nervous, right? So we're going to try this one first, which is 51. And let me swatch it here. Oof. You see that? Let me show you the finger and another finger of the two. So this is the shimmer one, and this is the matte. See, a lot more peachy. This is pink. Ooh, that's gonna look great. So I'm gonna apply the 51. Just gonna do that. Pouch, and I'm gonna apply it here. This brush is perfect for it. Of course, I'm not playing with the hardcore, right? Which is the next one. But for this one that looks like a very safe color, this applied beautiful. Oh my God, this is very pretty. Very, very pretty. So it is towards that neutral rose pink. Yeah, definitely into the pink kind of colors, not the peach kind of colors. If you've been with me, you know I always divide kind of the peach and the pink. So this will go more in the pink, but it doesn't look a bubble gum pink or this pink, right? That one is coming. There's one like that. But this one looks very, very neutral, very user-friendly, very for everyday. And I do have some of my favorite blushes to compare it with in this sort of feeling. All right, so there's one. Now, what I'm gonna do on the next, on the other cheek, is I'm gonna use this Sonia cheek. This is very soft. I'm gonna apply the 50 Euphoria, the popular one because of the shimmer. So right there, there's powder that comes. Even though, see how thin, 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 tiny, tiny, tiny the powder is? Because I think this formula is sort of like gel to powder or something like that. And I'm not very good with words and the description, but it does feel like that. When you touch it, it doesn't feel like gel, but it gives the sensation of gel. And then when you apply it, it definitely goes in as powder, but a very, very thin sort of powder. So it feels great. So there you have it. This is the Euphoria, kind of shiny, which, what did I say, 50 or 51? The 50. And this is the more matte, the 51. How beautiful, right? So I'm gonna apply a little bit more of in this side. Okay. Wow. Okay. So far the videos I've seen for people reviewing this, there were some that compared this to the Pat McGrath. There were some that said at the beginning they sort of not like it, and then it grew on them and they started using it more and more. For me, the similarity with Pat McGrath, and I did pull some to compare it. I mean, very, very tiny bit. And the only thing is the color payout and how it just grabs to your skin, grabs to your cheek. Now, I don't know about the longevity because Pat McGrath lasts forever. But on the similarity of it, this will be sort of the color payout, yes. The way it grabs to your skin, yes, but much, 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 much less. I have to be careful with the Pat McGrath, and I have to want to really do a full makeup look to use the Pat McGrath. These ones I can pull off with my natural, nonchalant, everyday sort of makeup. So I will be definitely pulling this out and this one. Now what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna apply a little bit of the highlight. It's not a highlight, it's a blush, but the shimmer, you know what I mean. Now, and apply it on top here. Apparently, for what I have seen, this has been the preferred method for a lot of the reviews I've seen, where they like this combo of these two blushes. And I'm looking at it, and yes, I do like it. Now, there's been a lot of talk also about the blurring effect, and yes, I do see a blurring effect for sure. I mean, look at how my skin looks here versus here. There is definitely, I mean, the highlight is up here, right? But right here, I don't have many differences or large pores or anything like that, but the skin here looks delicious. So definitely a blurring effect on my skin, definitely. So there you have it. I love this. And I love this because recently I've been so sensitive on my eyes, and they're so droopy anyhow, that I've been tending to wear less and less and less eye stuff in general. Yeah, you can't believe it, right? I mean, all the makeup. And I have had some new lit eye pencils, which I still have to review, from Victoria Beckham and others. I mean, I have the Give sort of eye things. Yes, I'm still getting eye things for the eyes, but in general, for my everyday, I'm tending to be more in the cheek and the glosses, which I'll be making a video on that. Okay, yeah, and I review makeup, yeah, because I love it. I just love it. But really just for here. For my everyday, again, I'm leaving that very, very simple. Yeah, well, that's what age does. I see some YouTubers that put on, take off, put on, and I'm like, there's no way. My eyes and my skin on my eyes is sensitive. It's just sensitive. There's no way I can do that. All right. So far, I swatch the highlight. Excuse this. This is the Cream Skin Foundation. This is the highlight, and I'm going to swatch next to it the matte. So this is the matte, and this is the highlight, see? And I have that combo on this side. Now, third, we're gonna try this. Woo, baby. I'm a little scared. So I'm gonna apply it over here, and then I'll try to equalize it somehow. Because then I have a few comparisons with Chanel, with Dior, with Pat McGrath. So hold on for me. All right, a little fearful, but we're gonna try this. I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna clean it up here. Because this is a very fluffy kind of, love the application of this Hinoki Sonia G brush. I really recommend this set. I really recommended it just because it's so different than most. But let's see what happens. If not, I'll go, because this worked very nice with the other matte. And then I have, of course, the NG Hot and Flashy BK Beauty, which apparently has been a favorite throughout YouTube. So I want to jump in the wagon, okay? So let's see. Let's go with this. This is very coral, number 40. And I got very excited because of that orange corally. This is usually not my best sort of color for myself, but I don't know, online just looks so gorgeous. So we're gonna apply a little quiet. I was gonna say the other color is a little browner plum, and I just couldn't do it. I just thought, because I have some Chanel that I'll show you that reminded me of it. Oh, wow. Well, my wow is I keep seeing other YouTubers where they really have like a color payout like crazy. And yes, I'm being careful. I mean, I'm definitely being careful. But I don't see like that kind of, I thought I was gonna have a very hard time blending it, and I'm not finding that hard of a blend. Maybe it's just the brush. Because as you are aware, I'm not very good with technique and all of those things, so it's not like I'm good at those things. I'm gonna apply a little bit here. This is as much as I do every day. And as you see, I do it almost automatically now. All right, so there you go. So it is very buildable because I started very light and I liked it. Now it would be a little too much for my liking. So I guess that's what they mean about being very careful, because it can ramp up very quickly. So, and I don't think you can buff it up, you know, with this kind of brush to make it less. I think when this happens, you can only go back with your foundation brush and maybe bring it down a little bit. Yeah. I don't think the camera is picking up the color difference as much, but in real life, I'm not seeing the big difference either. I do see the pink and I do see more the coral, but do I see like a, yeah, I guess so. See, when I see it with the pink, I'm like, yeah, this goes totally in a different color. When I see it with here, it's not this type of pink, but I do see the pinkish, right? I hope it's translating. Swatch it right next to the other swatches so we really see the difference. I mean, there's such a big difference, but on my cheeks, I don't think I'm seeing this, right? All right, well, there you have it. All right. Oh, well, to blur it a little bit, this did work. This is the BK A507 NG Hot and Flashy. So I like it for that. I didn't try it for the application, but okay. So comparisons. I pull out several. I don't know if we'll go through all of them, but yeah, we could, since there's only 3, right? Here are the 3 that we have tried so far. So the first comparison, I mean, look at this. This is the Chanel. This was a limited edition probably, but this is Coral et Toilette. I mean, come on. They look so similar. Let's see once you swatch it if they are. Now, the... Yeah, I can see the same color. This is the Chanel. This is the Armani. But in the Armani, let's see if I just blur it out a little bit. Yeah, oh my God. You see that? This is the Armani and this is the Chanel. Very close. I mean, this might have a little more watermelon, a little more subdue, but this has more pump, but kind of the same color, right? Okay, so that's one. The other one that I pulled out was the Dior Montagne. This is one of my favorite colors for every day, but it has a little bit of gold shimmer through it. All right, so this is the Dior Montagne. And it's kind of close to the Euphoria. So there you have it. Not the same. I think it's a little peachier than this, the Dior Montagne. All right, so we have Nymphette Rose from Pat McGrath, one of my favorites and one of, again, the to-go for every day. Let's apply it here. There you go. That's nymph, but of course you can't. There you go. So this is Pat McGrath Nymph. That one is very close. Okay, where can I put it so it's not like that? Let me apply it over here. Okay, so nymph this one, is very close to the Armani 50. Look at that. Maybe that's why they said they were very similar. This one has a little more rose. You see? All right. And then last, I have the comparison with the Chanel Rose Initial. This is one of my favorite to go everyday colors. Let me show it to you. Here it is. And it will be compared to the Armani 51. Look at that. That looks so close. Let's see. There it is. This is Chanel Rose Initial, and this is the Armani. I think those can be very, very close. Let me swatch the Armani next to that. Oh yeah. So this is the Armani and this is Rose Initial. I mean, I don't think you will be able to tell much. Right? Yeah, this one is a little bit more pink to it. This is a little more neutral rosy. This one has a little more blue in it. So again, it does have a little bit of distinctions, right? So final thoughts. My final thoughts on it is I really, really, really love the 51 and the 50. The favorites throughout other videos that I have seen. I love the combination of these two. Oh yeah, I have one more comparison. How can I forget? I just remember when I saw the things on the camera. I wanted to compare it to Charlotte Tilbury. You remember this from December? All right, let me just do this real quick since it seems that I'm having a hard time filming with my lovely, lovely dog. Okay. Oh yeah, oh yeah, this is it. Okay, you see that? This is a Charlotte Tilbury palette, and this is the new Armani. They are so similar, those two. The Charlotte Tilbury has a little tiny bit more watermelon to it. I mean, yeah, there. You can see a little darker, sort of. But I'm telling you, they look on the swatch so similar. And of course on this, you can put a little bit of that. Let's put that a little bit and see if it, although this is a much, much more highlighting than the other blush. So it wouldn't be fair. Yeah, yeah, that went overboard. So I put it on top. No, the combination of those two looks almost the same. This is a combination of the two Armani. All right, so if you have this, the combination of these two are very close to the Armani 50 and 51. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Please ring the bell in the right hand corner. Please comment down below if you got these ones. What do you guys think? Do you like them? I am at this moment thinking, considering if I'll keep this color. I'm very curious on the pink, bubble pink that is coming in. And I'll have some comparisons with those because, as you know, I love those kind of pinks and I have several in that category. So I will be back with those on hand. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.